Welcome to the Madden edition of Sports Central. I'm your host, Michael Richardson. In the Road to Glory series, we followed our prospect Reggie King from high school all the way to collegiate superstardom. Well, it's finally time to see if King's game can transition to the NFL. Now, before we head to the draft combine, I'm going to pass it over to my co-host, Julian Jeffries, so we can take a look back at King's college career and see what all he was able to accomplish in his 3 years at Syracuse University.
Man, it feels like just yesterday we were watching Reggie play in his high school state championship game. Now here we are 4 years later at the NFL Draft Combine. This kid has worked his butt off to be in the position that he's in, and honestly, I couldn't be more proud of him. Now, if you tuned in to the Road to Glory series, you'd know we left off in King's sophomore year. Well, let's take a second to see how he performed during his junior season of college football. Man, listen, over the course of the last few years, we watched our prospect pull off some unbelievable plays. I'm talking Lamar Jackson, Mike Vick style plays. Not only does he have the speed and elusiveness to get away from the defenders, but he also has the big arm to drop bombs over the top of the defense. King would go on to lead his team to a very impressive 11-1 season and a spot in the college football playoffs where they would fall just short of the championship. But look, the race for the Heisman was head-to-head all season. Sports writers and reporters were saying it was way too close to call. In the end, King would come in second place, just behind Will Rogers from Mississippi State. Now, even though he finished his college campaign with no hardware, the dominance he displayed over the course of his collegiate career had our prospect locked in to be a first-round draft pick. Reggie hosted a pro day at Syracuse. NFL scouts from every team flew in to see King work through the passing tree and various other drills. Now, the one thing he didn't do was the 40-yard dash, but that's okay because I got an insider that's telling me he'll be running that today at the Combine.
So now that we've got you all caught up with King's college career, we can finally close the book on that chapter and move forward to the next stage of King's journey to greatness. All the talking is done, and it's time to see how Reggie will perform on the biggest stage of his life. So let's head down to the field.
Alright y'all, so we are here at the 2023 NFL Draft Combine. Now it looks like first up, our prospect is set to do the bench press. The target range for the quarterback position is anywhere between 12 to 16 reps. So I figured if King is able to land somewhere within that range, he should be good and his current draft stock should stay the same. Now he's off to a pretty quick start. His stamina doesn't look to be draining too quick or anything like that. Let's see if he's able to get over 10 reps. Not looking too bad, not looking too bad. Okay, there's 10 reps. He's looking actually very good. 12 reps. Come on, man. Let's see what you got. 13. That's a half rep right there. Come on, man. Go all the way down. There's 14. 15. Another half rep, man. You got to go all the way down. 16. Give me one more. Give me one more. 17 reps, man. That is perfect. Our prospect finished with 17 reps. Now, they need to get a spotter up there before an accident happens. And actually, I'm pretty surprised they have him starting off doing the bench press. You would think they would do that last, being that they have to run the 40 and, do the passing drills. But it looks like our prospect actually came in third place with 17 reps. The high was 18, so that is definitely not bad. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, y'all, so next up we got the 40-yard dash. Now this is a very, very important drill because the results of this drill can shoot our prospect up the draft board or cause him to fall tremendously. So let's see how he performs. He was off to a perfect start. Come on, man. Get that second stride. Let's see. Let's see it. Not bad, man. He finished with a 4.46. Honestly, I am very impressed. That is a lot better than I expected. And he actually landed number 2 out of all quarterbacks with the 4.46. That earned him an A rating, man. Hey, everything is looking good. Let's go ahead and move forward to the next drill. All right, so look. Now we have the broad jump. Now I know normally scouts don't pay too much attention to quarterbacks during this drill, but it's a bit different for King. If you remember back during the Road to Glory series, Reggie suffered several knee injuries throughout the course of his college career, so of course those scouts are going to want to know how those injuries healed. Hey man, judging by that 10.6, I think they healed pretty good. Reggie landed in second place, only behind Anthony Richardson with the 10.9. Next up, we have the 20-yard shuttle. Now, if I'm being honest, man, I don't think this is a very important drill when it comes to the quarterback position, but don't get me wrong, we still want to see our prospect perform well in everything that he does. Now, if I'm being honest, man, he did look kind of slow. He ended up finishing the drill with a 4.44. He was expected to get anywhere between a 4.21 and a 4.49, so his 4.44 got him a C rating. All right, so we finally reached the passing portion of the combine. Yeah, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. King will have the chance to not only show off his arm strength, but also his passing accuracy. But there is one thing I want you guys to keep an eye on: his quarterback mechanics. Now, I know this is a stationary drill, he's not allowed to leave the pocket, but keep an eye on his footwork. A lot of prospects just stand flat-footed and complete the pass, but look at how King is dropping back and delivering these balls, man. Hey, I think that may send a small message to the scouts, which could definitely play a difference come draft night. If I'm being honest, man, I think King has definitely performed very well this entire day. I mean, here we are in the most important drills of the combine, and he looks completely relaxed. Like, this is nothing new to him. He looks very confident and very poised in the pocket. He's delivering accurate, amazing balls. Now, of course, these last 2 reps, they're gonna try to test him. We got the very long post route. Boom, right on target as expected. Now, this last one, we got the fly route. Let's see what he does, man. We need this one to be perfect. Okay, not bad, man. King has definitely impressed me and put on a hell of a performance in today's combine.
Now, the next step of the combine is the interview process. Here, NFL scouts ask prospects a series of questions about both their personal life and what goes through their mind on the field. Some teams have been known to go as far as asking players to complete a written test, but of course that's totally optional and left up to the player and his team.
Now, speaking of team, as soon as Reggie announced he'd be foregoing his senior season and entering the draft, sports agents from all over were blowing up his phone to offer their service. But with the help of his mother, King was able to acquire a longtime vet, Mr. Virgil Simmons, as his agent. Me personally, I think this was an amazing choice, as Virgil has connections all over the league, and of course he's helped negotiate millions of dollars in sports contracts and brand deals.
Well, Julian, speaking of brand deals, King has had quite a few offers thrown his way, and he hasn't even been drafted yet. Just last week, he was in a meeting with both Nike and Adidas hearing their pitch. Not to mention, he already has an ongoing deal with Powerade. Reggie hasn't played one down in the NFL, but it's starting to look like he's already becoming a household name. After all the combine work was done, King went back to his hotel room to get some much-needed rest. Now, of course, he was physically exhausted from all of those workouts and interviews, but I can only imagine the extreme mental exhaustion he must be experiencing right now. Since he first picked up a football, he's been preparing himself for this day. Now that it's finally over, I know it must feel like there's been a huge weight lifted off his shoulders.
So now that all the hard work has been completed, there's nothing left for us to do but sit back and see which franchise will call our prospect's name at the podium on draft night. But look, on the next episode of Sports Central, we'll chronicle Reggie's first year as an NFL quarterback. Not only will we follow his journey on the field, but we'll also keep an eye on his ups and downs off the field as well. So with that being said, this has been yet another dope episode of Sports Central. Do me a favor and make sure to smack that subscribe button on the way out, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. I'm on to the next one.